So the second kind of skill verification question, which is extremely similar, I'm just looking at small differences, because I saw one idea was just asking like, what is agile methodology, or what is DevOps? But a very common question is, what do you understand by, right? What do you understand by continuous integration? What do you understand by responsive design? What do you understand by data science? Okay. Now, this is where we're going to look at. Sorry, 1 second. I messed up my slides. It's okay. Is it working? It's okay. So these are examples of questions of ideas that I had, right? So two structures, two basic structures to help you answer these kind of questions, because I don't have any. Yeah. So name is key or essential or important for professionals in the field. So field can be DevOps, front end development, back end development. When you're a bit more specific, right? Because it helps them verb more efficiently. Now, this first structure is actually quite short. It's quite short sentence. I think it would be a good structure that would start maybe another longer answer. Okay, and then the second structure is the idea of like concept, the name, like DevOps or cloud-based web development, really changes the field industry through key impact. It solves a challenge and a problem with a solution approach, which is key for. So let's see some examples of these structures. Now, name is key or essential or important for professionals in the field because it helps them verb more. The last word here, efficiently. So it's an important word to talk about. It's very important to be efficient. To be efficient means to be working well. It means it's effective. It's working. It's like 100% perfect. Like it's a good system, right? But the pronunciation is efficient or efficiently. Efficiently. Okay. Now let's see an answer. Continuous deployment is key for professionals in software development because it helps them release updates more efficiently. So again, just building that simple structure. Continuous deployment is key for professionals in software development because it helps them release updates more efficiently. Now, when we look at the second part, because it helps them release updates more efficiently. Let's look at a couple of small problems that can happen. Now, one of the first one is because helps them is forgetting to use the word it, because it refers to the thing, the situation, the advantage, right? That's the first one. Second problem is because it helped them, forgetting that if it uses the it will have the third person s. It helps them, right? Now, it helps them to release updates. This is also possible. You can say it helps them release, or you can say it helps them to release. It's more common to say it helps them release, but it is possible. It's not correct to say it helps them releasing updates, or it helps them to releasing updates. And then final mistake was it helps they release updates. So that's, you need to be careful with they and them pronouns. All right, that's something you need to be very careful with. All right. Okay, so again, one more example. Scalability is essential for professionals in web development because it helps them manage traffic more efficiently. All right, so it's nice and simple. Scalability is essential for professionals in web development because it helps them manage traffic. Now, again, we can say it is possible it helps them to manage traffic. That's not a problem, but it's more common to say it helps them manage traffic. Okay, responsive design is key for professionals in web design because it helps them create flexible layouts more efficiently. So again, it's a nice, simple, short structure, I think. Let's look at the next one. Concept really changes field industry through key impact. It solves the challenge of the problem with a solution or approach, which is key for. Now, this is much longer and much more complicated, so let's see some examples. Agile methodology really changes software development through its iterative approach. So careful with the pronunciation. Iterative approach. It solves the challenge of inflexibility with a solution that accepts change, which is key for meeting customer needs more efficiently. Okay. Now, depends if you agree or not about is the agile methodology really does it really solve the challenge of inflexibility? But in this is a good structure, a good idea that if someone asks you what do you understand by the agile methodology, this is a way for you to build an answer, okay? Especially if you have a lower intermediate level of English. Continuous integration really changes software development through faster integration. It solves the challenge of code conflicts with automated testing and merging, which is key for speeding up development cycles. Okay, so let's see this second. So the one or two things here. Now, when you look here, continuous integration really changes software development through faster integration. Now, you can see the writing is THROUGH, but really the pronunciation is through, because you have the verb to throw, like throw a ball. The past is through, and that's really how you pronounce through faster integration. Now, again, we could say it solves the challenge of code conflicts, it fixes the problem of code conflicts, or it deals with the issue of code conflicts. There are a lot of small variations in building the structure, right? But the main number thing is don't forget the S. If you are describing it solves, it's not correct to say it solve or it fix or it deal, okay? It's always to remember that it solves with the S in the affirmative, in the positive sentence. It doesn't solve the challenge of code conflicts, and then does it solve? Because in the negative and in the question, there's no S, okay? Now again, it solves the challenge of code conflicts. It doesn't solve the challenge, or does it solve? All right, kind of repeating myself a little bit here. So again, let's see another example. Data science really changes the business and technology sectors through actionable insights. Actionable insights. Insights is information or new information or essential information. And actionable is the idea that this is information that lets us do something. If something is actionable, it means that, oh, great, we can do something with this information, right? It solves the challenge of big data management with analytics and machine learning, which is key for making informed decisions. Now, if we look at the final part, again, if you have four, now we could use a different word for key. We could use important, essential, critical in this case. But again, if you have for and the verb, it was for making informed decisions, but not for make or for to make. They're both completely incorrect. And they're very normal grammar problems because the problem is usually you're translating directly from your first language into English. And that's where we have this little problem. But if you know about it, it's not such a problem, right?